All right. And start. Elden Ring Adventuring Guide. It happened an age ago, but when I can recall it was see it true on a night in winy fog. The death rune was stolen, and the demigods began to fall, starting the Godwin of the Golden. Queen Marika was driven to the brink. The shadowing ensued a war that through only darkness. The Elden Ring was broken, but by whom and why? What could change the demigods? What could the demigods even ever hope to win by warring? Introduction. The Conqueror of the Stars, General Dawn, and the Blade of Millennia the Severed. These two were the mightiest to remain, and locked horns in combat, but there would be no victor. So we inhabit a fractured world awaiting the arrival of the Elden Lord, unless, of course, thou shouldest take the crown. The lands between, a land once blessed by the Erdtree. Since the Elden Ring was broken, it has been rife with curses and misfortune. How to travel in the lands between. The lands between is a large place that seamlessly connects many areas. First, aim to find the Site of Grace, an exploration-based place to rest and level up. To expand the breadth of your exploration. Caves. These natural caves can sometimes house dangerous creatures. Light is limited, so you'll want to bring a torch when exploring them. Underground crypts. Crypts built by persons unknown. Some have traps to ward off intruders. Also beware the enemies pretending to be stone statues. Legacy. Giant dungeons built in complicated vertical patterns, rich with adventure, and powerful enemies await. Mine shafts, dug by miners. Many of them go deep and have multiple layers. The ore is alluring, but don't get in the miner's way. Guides for the land of between. Well, travelers. Basic knowledge for surviving in the many threats of the lands between. Sites of grace, bases that give comfort and guidance to the tarnished that exist in each land. Sites of each grace can be found where the light gathers. Sites of grace, light that guides the tarnished to the path they should take. When are unsure of where to go, follow the guidance. The spectral steed, Torrent, inherited from Millennia, is very maneuverable, and mounted combat is possible. Very helpful when exploring large fields. Map. Review sites of grace and dungeons you discovered. You can mark points of interest with pillars of light. Expanding the map. Obtain map fragments from stelaes. I've never seen that word in my life. You find along the road. Getting these fragments adds details to your map. Scarabs. Defeat a scarlet or blue scarab to recover your uses of flasks of the corresponding color. Some scarabs also give you precious items. Stakes of Marika. Statues of Queen Marika. If you die near a stake of Marika, you can choose to revive there. Bird's eye telescopes. Telescopes that let you review the surrounding area from a high vantage point. Hugh, a blacksmith bound by chains. He forges weapons for the tarnished. Millennia, the maiden who guides the tarnished. A girl who offers trades to the player. Trades? What? She can turn rune fragments into strength for the player. Summoning pools. Idols where cooperative and competitive summon signs gather. Imp statues. Sealed statues. The seal can be broken with the right key. Right there. That one right there. Kale. A traveling merchant who makes a living off of selling items to the tarnished. Purchase his crafting kit to create your items yourself. Suggested item crafting. With a crafting kit, you can combine materials you gather to make the items at any time. Item crafting may open some paths. What? Gold pickled foulfoot temporarily boosts rune acquisition. Fur calling finger remedy reveals cooperative and competitive summon signs. Staunching blouses relieves impending hemorrhage. Oh God. Fire Grace coats the weapon, inflicting fire damage. Royal Raisin on horseback, feed it to the spectral steed to restore HP. Bone Dart, throw at an enemy to inflict damage. Firepaw, throw at enemies to inflict fire damage. Pickled Turtleneck, temporarily boosts stamina recovery. A Featherbone Arrow, thinned, wilted animal bone with a feather fletchling. Rainbow Stone, shines with colored light when placed, serving as a guide. Limgrave Area Guide, introducing the areas of Limgrave, the setting of the game's opening. Church of Eli, a church standing to the north of the first step. Site of Grace, the traveling merchant Kale selling his wares. Agil Lake, a lake named after the dragon that lives in the area. There is our mines beside the lake. where various ores can be found. Stormveil Castle, a castle that stands on the precipice ravaged by storms. Godric the Grafted, deformed by age, waits in the depths. Stormgate, a barrier built up on the road of the Stormgate Castle. The Kingdom Capital Knights have made a base for the runes of that spread before it. Mistwood, a rich deep forest full of creatures. A lift that leads deep underground exists somewhere in the forest. Masselmorn, a castle standing at the Limgrave's southernmost point. The center of is on a very high wall that can be seen from the outside. Roundtable, the gathering place for the tarnished, who seek the Elden Ring. If you are worthy to be summoned, you may be able to visit. Vagabond hero, warrior, samurai, bandit, confessor, prisoner, astrologer, prophet, and wretch. Godfrey. Yeah. Yes, all right. And time. What was that? I gotta find out. Oh, shit. Time. Oh, yeah. 6 minutes and 4 seconds. That's a new world record. Forget the red things you saw on there. That's a world record. I'm a world record holder.